Hey, this is pet peeves number 2. Have you noticed why do people slow down when they're driving down the street? Just say, for instance, they're driving real fast, and all of a sudden, when they see the police, they're like, put their foot down on the brake. They're like, hey, homie, put the weed away. Put the music down. Put your phone down. Why do they get paranoid when they see the police? Number 2, why do they jump behind you when you know there's like 4 young black men in the car? They always want to pull up behind them, and next thing you know, they're all getting scared. Like, oh man, I got this warrant. Man, I'm on probation. Man, I just got off the pen, so I don't need to go back. I told the homies I ain't gonna see them until they get off the street. I don't understand why the police always do that when they see some young people in the car. They always gotta pull up behind them and scare them half to death. Number 3, why do they always turn their lights on in the middle of the intersection? How come they just don't wait until after the light changes green and we go? How come they just don't throw them on after they get past the intersection? Why does it always have to be before the light changes green, then they throw on their lights? Have you noticed that? Why do people always get nervous when the police are around? Like, for instance, if you're somewhere, just say you could be walking on Venice Beach and they're smoking, or there's a whole group of them. Why do they always have to duck behind somebody that's real tall or somebody that's real fat? Or why do they have to walk into a store when they see the police walking down to Venice Beach? I haven't figured out why, people are so afraid of them, when some of them are actually nice people. How come when you see the police, you say, hey, how you doing? And they turn around, act like they don't know who you're talking to, and you could be looking right at their face, asking them, how you doing, waving at them, and they act like they don't even see you. That's crazy. But if I had on my uniform through my job, I'm sure they'd be waving, oh, how you doing? I hate it when I wave at the police, they don't wave back. And I also hate when I'm going to the store and I see a security guard, and why do they always have to follow you around like, you're not allowed to do anything? It should be a point in their life where, okay, everybody is not a criminal. Everybody goes to the store, buys whatever they have to, and leave. But, they have to follow you through the store. Makes you feel like, you don't even want to be in that store. You might as well go and shop somewhere else. And shopping somewhere where, you got somebody behind you. Then, I hate it when I ask them for directions. Have you ever been anywhere and you see the police and you say, hey, do you know how to get to this street? I don't know. Knowing damn well you probably just came from that street, or maybe you even live on the street, but then they say they don't know where it is. And more than likely that's probably their area. That's why they're actually driving around the area getting some donuts or going to McDonald's getting a free meal that a lot of them usually get. Because back when I worked there in '87, all they had to do was order their food and they didn't even have to pay for it. It was free. I don't know if it was because this lady named Miss Clark owned it and she gave it to the police for free, or if it was all police get it free. I don't know. Then, why don't police get tickets? I have a friend that used to be a cop, and he says, oh yeah, I never get tickets. All I gotta do is show them my driver's license and they let me go. Well, the only way I think that'll happen is if you're actually still a policeman right now to this day. Now, my understanding is he's not a police officer anymore. But he says that, like, if it's a natural disaster, he'll go and help out. Now, the crazy thing is about that, a few weeks ago, he was driving his truck in the airport. And when you're going through the airport, they have stop signs just like they do outside the airport. And he said he was going 7 miles over the speed limit in there. The speed limit was 15, so I guess he was going a little bit higher than that. And the police gave him a ticket. I thought you don't get tickets though. Oh, I tell you, he is a lie and a half. And what I hate the most is that, the police nowadays, they're beating up all our people. And at first I used to say our young black people, but now it's everybody, because it seems like every night when I'm watching the news, when I watch it at 12 o'clock, I watch it at 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock at night. I watch it 3 times a day. Every time I watch watch the news, you always hear something about the police going up to a school and using what's that mace at somebody, at students. Like at Santa Monica High School they did that. And then they was arresting this lady. And the lady, they beat the lady up. What? I don't understand why the police are not here to protect and serve. They're here to beat and punish. And it's not up to them to beat and punish. It's up to the judges to beat and punish the people that are doing wrong. So, like my shirt, it says, no color lines, judgment of character, not skin tone. Which we need to see that a little bit more often out here. So please, police, do your job the right way and stop judging everyone by the way they look. Judge a person by their character.